Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament. I'm your host DeltaTDS, and today for match 147, we've got yet another 6-1 record going up against a 6-0 record. We've got the Pokemon trainer Ryuki going up against the Indigo Elite Four Karen. Ryuki could have had a 6-0 record, but it's permanently stained by Kiawe and his 6-0 win, or by Kiawe's Salazzle back in round 1. So he'll never have the pleasure of having an undefeated record like Karen here. But Ryuki's got the Z move on the Como, because I'm sure no one could forget that. And Karen's got the Mega Houndoom. This is certainly going to be a match. And once these trainers are ready, we're going to see who will be moving on to round 5. Honestly, Karen could have a chance to be the first 8-0 trainer in round 5. But that's if she can make it through this team twice. Ryuki starting off with the Tyrantrum as Karen leads off with that Gengar. Going for the Hypnosis turn 1, putting that Tyrantrum to sleep. Very good start for Karen here. Shadow Ball is doing 70% to Tyrantrum as it stays asleep. Another Shadow Ball does take out that Tyrantrum, and 3 turns in, Ryuki's already down his first Pokemon. Now, I would say that is his hard hitter taken out, but Ryuki's got several of those as he sends out that Turtonator. Ugh. Hypnosis is going to miss that Turtonator as Shell Smash goes off, restoring those white stats. God, I can't speak. Restoring the stats with the White Herb. Gengar going for the Sludge Bomb, stealing 63%. Fire Blast will take out that Gengar, but not before Curse Body disables that Fire Blast. And Karen's going to send out the Honchkrow now. Turtonator setting up a trap as Honchkrow goes for a Sucker Punch, taking it out and getting that Moxie boost. Ryuki's going to send out the Drampa now. Honchkrow going for the Thunder Wave as Blizzard misses that Honchkrow. Karen switching out to the Houndoom, taking that Blizzard for 27%. Not gonna mind the Blizzard too much unless it gets frozen. Houndoom's gonna Mega Evolve and go with the Nasty Plot. Hyper Voice is doing 62% to Houndoom. And Dark Pulse doing 95% to Drampa as it gets paralyzed. An unfortunate para for Ryuki. Could have taken out that Houndoom, but it was just really unlucky. Another Dark Pulse does take out the Drampa, and Ryuki's down to 3 Pokemon left. As he sends out that terrifying Como-O. Flamethrower is doing 52% to Como-O as it goes for that Clangorous Soul Blaze, taking out the Houndoom. And getting +1 in all of its stats. Karen's gonna send out the Umbreon now. Honestly, this thing's terrifying for most of Karen's team. Well, I say most, it's like half of her team. Aura Sphere will take out that Umbreon with a critical hit too. Yeah, this Como is just disgusting. Clanging Scales is doing 57% to Magmortar. Psychic doing 46% to Como-O. Leaving it on 4 HP as another Clanging Scales takes out that Magmortar. Karen with the Honchkrow. Ryuki switching out to the Garchomp. Honchkrow not able to get that Sucker Punch off. Dragon Claw's going for 84% as Honchkrow goes for a Whirlwind, dragging that Dragonite out. Thunder Punch does take out the Honchkrow, and it's all down to Spiritomb here. Dragon Rush doing 64% to Spiritomb as it goes for a Confuse Ray. Through the confusion, Dragonite goes for a Dragon Rush and takes out the Spiritomb. And with 3 Pokemon left, Ryuki takes game number 1. Once again, another perfect record being tarnished. But we've seen the leftovers on that Spiritomb, and we didn't get to see anything from that Umbreon. As for Ryuki's side, we didn't see anything from the Tyrantrum, and we saw the White Herb on that Turtonator. We are back on the field for game number 2, and we're going to see if Karen can bring this to a game number 3. Karen starting off with that Spiritomb, Ryuki starting off with that Tyrantrum once more. Starting with a Dragon Dance, as Spiritomb puts a curse on that Tyrantrum, giving it 3 turns left to live. Going for the Sucker Punch as Head Smash takes out the Spiritomb. And Tyrantrum's got 1 turn left. Karen's going to send out the Honchkrow now. Sucker Punch will take out that Tyrantrum, giving Honchkrow that Moxie boost. And Ryuki's going to send out the Turtonator. Starting with that Thunder Wave, and Turtonator is paralyzed, unable to go for the Shell Smash. Honchkrow with the Drill Peak, doing 61%, as Turtonator goes for Shell Smash. Setting up that Sucker Punch, or that Shell Trap. Sucker Punch does take out the Honchkrow, and it gets a... God, I cannot speak. Yeah, there goes Como-O. Como-O's popping off. Honchkrow's gone. And Como gets +1 on all of its stats. Karen's gonna send out the Gengar now. Playing Scales takes out the Gengar, but disables that move thanks to that Cursed Body. Karen's gonna send out the Magmortar. Aura Sphere is doing 43% to Magmortar, as Psychic does just a little more to Como. Oh dear God, it's got another +1. But Psychic, with the critical hit, takes out that Como. Karen's biggest threat finally taken out, as Ryuki sends out that Dragonite. Thunderbolt doing 16% as it goes for a Dragon Dance. Dragon Rush will take out that Magmortar. And Karen sends out the Umbreon now. Dragon Rush doing 64% to Umbreon as it goes for a Confuse Ray. Still through that confusion, Dragon Rush lands. How in the hell is Dragon Rush landing every time? Isn't that move like a 75% accurate? That's nuts. And just like that, with, I don't know, 50 Dragon Rushes landing, Ryuki takes game number 2, which means he'll be moving on to round 5 with an 8-1 record, where he'll be going up against the winner of tomorrow's match between Pokemon Trainer Dexio and the Indigo champion Lance. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.